right, guys. I'm so excited to bring you guys the nugget today. My topic is, do you know what matters to me? And I'm going to go at a little bit of a different angle than most, but I'm really excited to bring this to you. So we know that today the Holy Spirit is moving in a relational ministry. And that means that personal connection, sitting down with somebody, having a conversation with them, somebody's going to be touched by that more than anything right now. Because we know all the fake things that go on in the world. You know, the generation that we're growing up in, it is just so fake, right? I mean, there's social media, there's things that are being covered up, and people in this generation, we just want authentic. We just want real. We want genuine. And I want to tell you that the most real and genuine person to have ever walked this earth is Jesus, right? And so I want to bring an angle for you guys today about being real with your students. Do you know what matters to them? But also, I want to bring to you an angle that, do you know what matters to God? Do you know that you matter to God? Do you know that these students matter to God? And so I want to be talking about that today. And so I remember a specific time I was with my small group leader actually in Sozo. This was a couple years ago. And I was just going through some stuff. I was just feeling really down. And she noticed that in me. She noticed that something was wrong. And she decided to take time out of her busy schedule, because my small group leader, Miss Kelly, she's like amazing. She's always running around. She's always doing things. She's always helping out with service. But she took the time and she sat me down and she just had a conversation with me. I was able to talk to her. I was able to pour out my heart and just say things that were going on in my life. And she took the time to separate from all the crazy and be personal and be relational with me and find out what matters to me. And so that means whenever you're talking to students today, that doesn't just mean like, what's your favorite sport, Jimmy? Like, it means like, what is going on in their life? What does home look like for you? How is your relationship with your parents? What is school like? What is your friend group like? How are your friends treating you? Those are the questions that we need to ask our students, because we want them to know that they matter and that what they say matters. And so, I'm going to bring up a story, Luke 19, about Zacchaeus and the tree. How many of you guys know what that is? Yes, it's so amazing. And so this is Zacchaeus. It says, so he ran on ahead of everyone and climbed up a blossoming fig tree so he could get a glimpse of Jesus as he passed. And so just like Zacchaeus, these students are walking into this room, and some of them might not even know what that missing piece is, but it's Jesus. They're longing for Jesus, whether they realize it or not, and whether you realize it or not. We're all longing for Jesus. And you, during this service, you have the opportunity to be that Jesus in skin for somebody. You have the opportunity to sit down with somebody, to look at them in the eyes, and to genuinely care for them like nobody else would. And so this verse continues on. It says, when Jesus got to that place, he looked up into the tree and said, Zacchaeus, hurry on down, for I am appointed, and the word appointed means decided beforehand. So I have already made a decision to stay at your house today. In other words, I have already decided that I want to sit down and I want to dine with you. I want to know more about you. I want to hear what matters to you, but I want to show you that you matter to me. I want to show you that my love for you is greater than anything. And so as we go into today, I want to encourage you. As we're talking to the students, as we're in structured free time, as we're in small groups, I want to encourage you, would you sit down and dine with your students? Not actually eating, but would you literally look at them in the eyes, hear them out? But would you also share the heart of God? And the heart of God is, you matter to me. You matter to me so much that I sent my only son down to earth to reconcile the relationship between man and God. That's how much that you mean to me. I believe that that is something that Jesus is saying to our students. And we, as the mouthpiece of God, we get to tell our students that. We get to tell them how much they are loved. We get to tell how much they matter to us. And so I'm going to put on this song in just a second. And I want to encourage you, as we're walking around the room, as we're praying, as we're worshiping, ask the Holy Spirit, who needs to know that they matter to you? Who needs to know that they are loved by you? And who, honestly, Holy Spirit, who needs to know that I'm here to hear what matters to them? And so as we play this song, this song is so beautiful. It literally talks about Jesus and what he did. You mattered to him so much that he came down to this earth. He was brutally beaten for you. Don't forget that, leader. He was brutally beaten for you and every single one of those students.